Hey guys, C here. Thank you so much for clicking to join me in today's video. You already know Joanne's had McCall's patterns for $1.99 each. So I did rack up a bit, okay? So we are here for a McCall's pattern haul. Now, before we get into that, today's top is Simplicity 9679. I am rocking view A. I made this pattern earlier in the year. I made view C and I showcased that here on my channel. I will drop some pictures or a video for you so you can see what it looks like in all of her glory. And then the dreamboat behind me, a coat of clouds. This is McCall's 7847. I made this last month as well and showcased it here on my channel. I recommend both of these patterns. I truly enjoyed working with them. Instructions were great. If you can get your hands on it, definitely do. Now, let's get into our McCall's haul. Unfortunately, my Joanne's didn't have any of the spring 2024 patterns that were just released earlier in the year. But nonetheless, I still got a handful off my wish list. So let's kick things off with McCall's 7937. This is a coordinate pattern. This is a top and pants, two different variations. I am loving view C and view E, what the model is wearing. I think the styling is just impeccable too. I love those prints. So I'm looking forward to finding some really cute gingham or lightweight denim for this pattern. This is an average pattern. It's 15 pieces, so we're creeping up there with the amount of pieces, but nonetheless, I'm excited. I think that would be great for this spring and summer. Next is McCall's 8043. This is just a blouse pattern, three different variations, definitely different than probably anything that I own. The reason I gravitated to this pattern is because I don't use a lot of charmeuse or challis, and I want to get into those patterns. Now, I've definitely worked with satin a bit, and after my first Make 9, I made a blouse, and definitely doing so many things that I never do with satin before. Now I want to try my hand at some more satins or charmeuse or challis, and so that's why I picked up this pattern. It's also easy. It's an easy pattern, so I'm interested in how that's going. I like all of the views, honestly. I don't know which one I would do first. Maybe B. I don't know how I feel about that bow. I might like the bow. Okay, so that is McCall's 8043. Next is McCall's 8091. And this is just a dress, three different dress variations. Once again, working with different fabrics. So you got some chambray, cotton blends, denim, and twill. I never really gravitate to those, but as you'll notice in my pattern haul, I'm trying my hand at more wovens instead of knits. I am a knit girly, and I'll be a knit girly to the day I die. But I am enjoying working with some wovens here lately. And so yeah, I'm excited. So McCall's 8091. I like all of the views. Once again, I think I'm good on the strapless. So I like the ties on view C, but definitely like the pockets on view B. So I might just mix and match a little bit with those two, but definitely excited for that. Next is McCall's 8149. This is just a pencil skirt, three different variations. And so once again, working with wovens. So you got some faux leather, velvet, twill, or denim are the suggested fabrics. And the only notions are just zippers and a button for view B and C. So definitely want to try my hand at that. I want to get into working with more bottoms. I love dresses, and I wear dresses all the time. I also like blouses, right? But as the year progresses and I try my hand at challenging myself with other skills, just improving my skill set, I do want to make a more well-rounded wardrobe, a more well-rounded me-made wardrobe. So a pencil skirt is definitely the way to go. I'm excited to work with that. Next is McCall's 8198. And this is just a top pattern, three different tops. I think they're cropped. they're a bit cropped. I don't like crop. I don't know why I even buy them. Like, this is not the first time I've bought something cropped, and I think I have a handful of others in this haul. I don't like it. I'll probably lengthen it out, but then I just want to push myself into just a little something different. These are not these are not silhouettes that I would typically gravitate to, but now that the baby is here and I'm learning to love my body again, I just want to express myself, or just I just want to express myself with different silhouettes. So that's why I picked up this pattern. I think view C is more up my alley. But I will definitely try my hand at view A, but probably lengthening that if I don't just pair it with a pair of high-waisted pants. So stay tuned for that. McCall's 8011. Now, this is a jacket. The suggested fabrics are denim twill, chino, and faux suede. Now, this has been on my list for a little minute now, and I'm so happy that I was able to find it. After making this coat, I definitely want to try my hand at a jacket, and I'm loving the faux suede, or the suede that the model is wearing. And so that is probably a fabric that I would gravitate to. Now, I've seen tons of jacket patterns, moto jacket patterns, but I like this one because it's 13 pieces. I can handle that a lot better than some patterns that I've seen with 20 plus pieces. I'm not doing that. So that is McCall's 8011. Next is McCall's 8146. This is a blouse pattern, 3 different variations. Once again, another silhouette that I don't typically gravitate to, but I can definitely see this in a nice charmeuse, once again, or crepe, challis. I don't know what lawn is. What is lawn? That is a suggested fabric. I'm gonna have to Google that. But I even think that a nice stiff cotton will look really great with this too, especially with what the model is wearing. So love that. Now, I love long sleeves. I'll wear a long sleeve blouse year round. Next is McCall's 8194. I have seen this everywhere, and I finally have it. This is a dress. This is like a bodycon dress. 3 different variations. I am loving C. As I've mentioned before, I love a good maxi. And then it has buttons on it. These are non-functioning buttons or decorative buttons. And so after doing my Make 9, my blouse, that video is coming up next week. So I'm currently editing it. So make sure, if you aren't already subscribed, and you come back as I reveal the first of my Make 9. You can also see live action updates on my Instagram. So I digress. So I've seen this everywhere. It has decorative buttons. And so now that I've gotten familiar with making buttons and buttonholes, although I don't need buttonholes on this one, just attaching buttons with my machine is a little exciting. So I'm happy about that. All right, next is McCall's 7999. It's a lot of nines. McCall's 7999. I have seen this dress everywhere as well. This is a dress pattern, 3 different variations. Once again, I love a good maxi. I love a nice bodycon. And I don't like tights, but I like fitting. And that's something that I want to get into. I'm always dressing a little too big for my size. And so now, once again, since the baby is here, the last baby is here, and just falling in love with my body again, I just want to just showcase it. But as a mom of 3 showcase, right? Just, just a little, sexy but subtle, covered yet still sexy, All right, I digress. I also love a nice little turtleneck. So I like view A, I like view C, I like the slit on view B. So once again, this might be a little, mixing and matching with this one, but I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to find some fabric for this pattern. Next is McCall's 8339, another pattern that I've seen everywhere. Mimi G has a sew along. I watched the sew along probably twice. It didn't even have the pattern. Now I have the pattern with nowhere to wear it to, so I'm going to have to find a knit that is suitable for everyday occasion. And I love view C, that maxi with a slit. That's me. And so yeah, Okay, the next pattern that I am super excited about. This is McCall's 8139. It's just a dress pattern, but I'm excited because of two things. The first of which are the fabric suggestions. So it recommends faux leather, denim, baby cord, or cotton blends. Those wovens again that I said I was going to try my hand at and perfect. And then it also gives me the opportunity to work with buttonholes and buttons again. So I'm super excited. Now, I love View A. I think the model is just, the dress just looks phenomenal. I love the choice of fabric. So I'll be looking for like a twill. That looks like a twill. And just working on that. I also love View C because you know I love a good maxi. But yeah, I'm excited to work on that. I really kind of want to work on it kind of soon. So stay tuned for that. Next is McCall's 7690. This is just a pant pattern, 4 different variations. I love the flounce, the little flutter of View D and A. But oddly, this says it's a very easy pattern. So that threw me off. It says semi-fitted pants have waistband mock fly front, side pockets, and length and leg variations, front and back flounces, carriers, and sash. It suggests cotton blends, poplin, sateen, and twill. The only notions that you need is 1 7-inch zipper and 2 hook and bars. Doesn't sound too bad. So I'm excited to work on that. Once again, I want to start working on bottoms. I don't have a lot of me-made bottoms, so I want to get into that. This is McCall's 8003. It's just a top. One of the variations is a bodysuit, and that's what I've been looking for. I've been looking for a bodysuit pattern. I also have one that I recently ordered. It is Simplicity. It hasn't shipped yet, but that has 4 or 5 different variations. But here you got 3 tops, one of which is a bodysuit, and you got the little peekaboo across the chest. I recently made a pattern with the peekaboo across the chest, and I really liked that. It looked very flattering, and then it was also pretty simple to make. So I wanted to do that again, and as I said, this has been on my list for a while, so I'm glad that I have that. And so that is McCall's 8003. Next is McCall's 8031, which now that I look at it, it reminds me of 8139. But this one is less fitted. It has, I don't know what really is the difference. There is nearly no difference. Probably just the different fabrics. So 8031 recommends crepes, cotton blends, linen, sateen. Okay, this one's gonna be a little more flowy, whereas this one is a little more structured. Okay, we'll go with that. That makes me feel better in my head. McCall's 8031. This is actually a learn to sew. This pattern behind me was my first McCall's learn to sew pattern that I've used, and I actually enjoyed it. So who knows? Hopefully this will be a good experience as well. We're going to be working with darts, a notch collar. That one has a notch collar, and buttonholes. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Next is McCall's 7975. This is just a top pattern. Just a more casual top. Like I said, I always wear blouses. So I want to get into some more casual wear. And I love the tie action on this pattern. View D, because I just like long sleeves. I just honestly wear them all the time. So View D is what I'm leaning towards. And then View A. And suggested fabrics, just knit. This is an easy pattern as well. So this time for this haul, I really wasn't searching for easy patterns. You know, that is my comfort zone, and the easy patterns work best for my schedule. But now that I've realized how good I am, I'm okay branching out. So I didn't really search for them. However, I realized that I like cleaner silhouettes. I like cleaner lines. And oftentimes those are easy patterns. So, Next, and the very last pattern is McCall's 7831. This is another learn to sew, but it is an overall pattern. I've never made overalls before. So I'm interested in attaching a buckle and doing a patch pocket and working with that. It's also corduroy, denim, cotton blends, and velveteen. So I'm really serious about working with those wovens, working with those materials. And I think with the right fabric, this could be a year-round pattern. Once again, that is another learn to sew, because this one worked out so well. So those are my patterns. I hope you were inspired. I hope you got a few on your list to go look out for. If you enjoy this content, definitely give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you can see me put these makes into action. As always, I love you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.